What is the dumbest way you got laid? Left the oven on from dinner before going on a date to see a film. Paranoid about the house burning down while at the cinema on a date. Whisper to her about these concerns so we leave. We get home and I rush in and turn off the oven. Date says, wait, you actually left it on? Then we had sex. Wait, you actually left it on. That's my secret, Captain. The oven is always on. Made a friend some jam tarts, which impressed her housemate enough to pursue me. I'm not much of a looker, and she was incredible. Don't know why it all happened. I'd even burnt the tarts. Looking up jam tart recipes right now. Woke up to a commotion outside my room the morning after a night out. It was my flatmate with some girl he brought home. He was out separately and a friend just chatting. I got up all groggy, went to the bathroom, and when I came back, this girl's friend just followed me back into bed, and that was that. Later I found out that she assumed she had come back with me originally, but just woke up on the sofa for some reason. I guess she just decided to resume from where she thought we had been. Definitely the least amount of effort I've ever had to put into getting laid. Was a virgin at the time. Had some people over playing Cards Against Humanity. It's not a serious game even when you're playing it. So sometimes we would show people the card we drew as a replacement if it was like perfect for the hand we had just played. I don't remember what the black card we were playing to was anymore, but I drew the friends with benefits white card and it would have been perfect for it. So I leaned over and showed my friend sitting next to me. Later everyone left and she stayed behind and we were talking and she assumed I meant it as a request. I hadn't even thought of that but rolled with it. I was taking care of a professor's kitten, Mr. Milk, and another student was as well. There was a schedule. Somehow we got crossed up and ended up there at the same time, and a night later we were banging. How's Mr. Milk now? The best wingman in this scenario was the professor. They knew what they were doing, accidentally double booking the people to watch the cat. The hero, we need a professor that arranges sex between her students. Met this girl once and about 3 months later I saw her again and she got really excited to see me. We were talking for a little bit and out of nowhere bet me that I didn't remember her name. Well, I did and she was instantly turned on by that. Basically dragged me to her house by my belt buckle. Whoa, that's like 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. My best friend and I were having a going-away party as we were moving out of state. We pretty much looked alike, both tall with long shoulder-length hair. One of our mutual friends arranged for him to get laid as a going-away gift. All the girl knew about him was he's tall with long hair. Long story short, he cut his hair the day before the party and I ended up getting laid. You stole someone's prostitute. Had a chick literally follow me home. I was on rollerblades, so I was nice and waited at every corner for her. Apparently that was enough. You got laid wearing rollerblades. Wow. Took a bet in a pub in Toronto. Went to a girl and whispered to her, I can speak French between your legs. Was ready and waiting for the physical comeback to hit my face. Instead, she spilled all of her drink through her nose and we ended up at her place. I hope you properly followed through and shouted bonjour at her vagina. We were watching Rocky Horror Picture Show and he asked if I asked politely, will you have sex with me? I was planning to anyway, but the way he asked made me laugh. I asked politely to lose my virginity back in the day, so that might be a bit of a dumb way to go about it. No gimmicks, just would you mind if I lost my V card to you? It'd be nice if my first time was with someone I knew and trusted. No awkwardness after, just a one-off so I can learn. That worked. Met a girl on Tinder and we decided to bake cookies together at 1 a.m. after I left work. As soon as the cookies were done, she looked over at me and asked if I wanted to go. At a party when a really cute Asian girl ran up to me holding her hair awkwardly and asking me where the bathroom was. I told her and she grabbed my hand and pulled me down the hall with her. In the bathroom, she said she needed help washing the ketchup out of her hair. She let go of her hair and in her hand was a couple of ketchup packets. Then she says, "Okay, let's take a shower, who am I to argue?" To this day, I have no idea what her name was. I hooked up with a co-worker at a rave and had sex with her in the backseat of a Honda Civic in Austin. She cried for an hour after that because her father abused her. I did not know that. The next day at work, she was totally fine. Let's make this a commercial for the new Honda Civic rave. Party hard, drugs. Your co-worker in a Honda Civic, father, abuse, crying. Next day in the office, awkward looking to the ground when you pass each other. Total shot of you stirring your coffee, the monotonous of the lighting along. A short smirk comes across your face. Hyundai's power to surprise. In college, I met a girl at a party and we hit it off. We started hanging out and she told me she liked making sweets and her favorite was rock candy. Eventually, I got the "I don't know if I want a relationship right now" text and that crushed me. Saturday night, I was drinking at home wallowing in my sorrow when I got a text from her asking if I wanted to try making rock candy. My stupid drunk thought she actually wanted to make candy. So I walked the 3 blocks to her house and told her I was ready to make some. She said I didn't invite you over to actually make rock candy. Part of me was disappointed I didn't get to make any candy, but hey, forgettable drunk sex. Played spin the bottle with 3 other friends. The friends were given some kind of lame dare to kiss each other but were embarrassed to kiss in front of me and my female friend. So female friend says let us go out the room so they can kiss. Won't take a second. I leave the room with her so my other friends can kiss in private, which I thought was weird. She closes the door, proceeds to start passionately kissing me, and before I know it we had sex. Up the wall of my bathroom. She was pretty much a 10/10 and I am not. Couldn't believe my luck. Maybe you are a 10/10, but you're not your type. When I was 18, I was at a costume party after being dumped by a guy earlier that day. A few drinks later and after venting to my best friend, I got up, stood in the yard and said I just wanted someone who doesn't care about me. Guy standing near me in a cow costume turned his head, said let's go, and led me into the house and upstairs. Accidentally ended up on a Valentine's date last year. Was just looking for people to go to karaoke with. She asked what I was doing on Thursday day last year. I said karaoke and asked if she wanted to go. She said sure if we could get dinner first. Realized a day later I just agreed to a proper date, so booked a fancy restaurant. She wanted to get shots afterwards. I was like cool. Karaoke bar is a few blocks away, but she insisted on some bar in the party district. Shots do nothing to me, but she got terpsed up and started macking me, then told me to invite her back to her place. I did, but part of me was like, but we haven't even gone to karaoke. I once randomly texted a girl that my friend gave me the number. I said, hey, it's the Brad Pitt of insert city here. I then proceeded to lose my virginity to her. Best 3 seconds of my life. 3 seconds. I was trying to watch the movie Romancing the Stone and the girl I was dating at the time decides, unprompted, to give me a BJ right there in the living room. Who's gonna say no to that? I couldn't even tell you anything about the movie if I wanted to. Thanks for watching.